Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to revisit a topic that I think I did, maybe it was around this time last year. But the reason why I'm revisiting it is because I'm starting a similar training block, which is working on my triceps and my bench press specifically. I want to grow my triceps strength a little bit more because, to be honest, it's one that I haven't been focused as on in the last like, you call it training block, but since over the winter I haven't really focused on developing the strength. So I'm going to go back into it, and once you've developed a strength like in the past, like say what I did last year, it's relatively easy to get it back. Like people talk about muscle memory and the ability to gain strength back that you lost, and I truly believe that because I've experienced that myself. But it takes about 2 months. I'm thinking that it's going to happen, so I'm going to explain the strategy upon which I'm going to get from where I'm at now to where I was at before in my strength. And it's pretty easy, pretty standard, but as well there's going to be some kind of maybe nuances here that not everybody talks about. It's not very common. So I suggest, even if you're a more advanced lifter, hear me out, and I'd love to hear at very least your feedback. Okay, so essentially, when working on something like a bench press, and you want to work on a strength cycle, a lot of common mistake I think a lot of guys make, which was myself included, is that every time you go to work on your bench press, you do a strength training session. And every time, and that's just not going to be ideal. And what do I mean by strength training session? It could be anything like a 5x5, 3x3, or even maxing out every time, which is the most retarded thing. Like, you don't just go every time and hit your 100%, right? But at the same time, you don't go and just do 5x5s, which work on strength every time either. 5x5 is 5 reps with 5 sets of 5 reps. So what you do is you alternate a strength day and like what we call more of a volume day, or it could even be a hypertrophy day, but I'm going to say more volume, which is lighter weight with more sets and with a more variety of different exercises. For example, on your strength day, you're going to be training, may say like a 5x5 on your bench press, right? But on your volume day, you might go to the bench press machine instead, or you might do more dips. And this is the one exercise that I really recommend on this volume day, is don't even focus so much on bench press. Do more dips. Do shoulder press. Do tricep extensions. And the other thing is, I'm going to mention with the tricep extensions, is working more the long head as well, which is overhead tricep extensions as well. That's really going to help like things like your bench press, because it's a bigger part of the muscle. But also doing like push downs with the triangle bar, I think, is going to be a major one. And the other thing is that it's not very common, is like with tricep extensions, people normally do it for more volume. So yeah, I recommend doing it on a volume day, doing more reps. But on like a strength day, do like 5x5s of more higher weight on that triangle bar tricep extension, because the more weight you can do on a tricep extension is going to translate to your bench press 100%, because a bench press is just a tricep extension in itself, a lot of it. And I think a lot of guys struggle not with their pectoral strength, but with locking out on. It's more of the arm that they lack. Okay, and that's what I noticed when I started really training my triceps by doing tons of dips and tons of and more higher weight tricep extensions. Like I was putting on like every week like 10 pounds on my bench press, just to give you an idea. So that's going to be like the major key of this, is alternating between strength days and volume days, and then afterwards on your strength day, work more strength on your tricep extensions, and then start with 5x5s, and then on your volume day, do more dips and more sets of lower weights. Like you could even do it on the bench press machine, or you could just do it straight up flat bench press. Just go lower weight and more reps, right? Just to get that volume in. The other key aspect of this is on a training block, you might start the first month by like a 5x5 session, and then the second month throw in on your strength days maybe like higher weights. So you start with 5 reps, and then you can go up to a weight that you can only do for 3 reps. And then on the third month, on some strength days, maybe not every strength day, but at some strength days, you do singles of not necessarily maxing out, but like 80 or 90%, right? But you work up to it, right? That's going to be like your working set. You have like 1 or 2 working sets. That's going to be those singles, right? And the key aspect of that is, especially if you are working towards like a new PR, is when you're doing more singles, you're treating it like you're going for that 1 rep max. So that on that, it's more of like it's training your muscle memory, it's training just like your movement of just like lifting off the bar, holding it, bringing it down to your chest and pushing it up and re-racking it. The singles is going to be key, because like when you're just doing 5x5s, you're not going to have that exact same motion down. So on that last month, that's when that's what the singles are key for, I believe, is really getting the motion down for when you are going to be, hopefully by the end of that 3-month training block, hitting your PR, right? So that's what, but there's no reason why you can't be hitting PRs even before the end. But like, it's going to be probably the 100%, closest to 100% as you can, and going to be the PR for that training block. Because then after that training block, you're probably not going to train. You're going to maybe do something else, right? You're going to be maybe working more on your legs or something else. So this is more of a theory, exercise theory video. I want to hear your guys' perspective, but just to reiterate, like, don't focus on training strength every training session, but you're going to be 2 to 3 times a week training that same body part. So you know what I mean? I think alternating is a safe way to do it. Alternating between a day that you're really going hard, and then a day where it's just about volume more. So that's the key aspect of it. And then just doing throwing in heavy tricep extensions and doing a lot of dips on the volume day. I think if you did that, you're going to see your bench press grow significantly really fast. And I'm going to put it into practice. I'm putting that into practice now. I know it worked for me. This is a kind of a thing I've developed over piecing different guys I've heard online's theory together, and then a little bit of my own as well on that. Okay, so thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Peace.